Welcome back to Video Josie. We're at Phoenix Comicon 2015 having some fun. The vendor hall is just about to close, and we've managed to stop Susan Holt and Chris Kurtz. Susan Holt is a vented hat artist, and Chris Kurtz. Did I say Chris Holt?
No.
Yeah, I said.
That's fine.
Go ahead, we can leave that in. I'm goofy. Chris Kurtz, and he is a steampunk designer extraordinaire. So Susan, tell us just tell us about your hats, because oh my gosh, amazing.
Thank you very much. Well, Chris and I were out at a steampunk event and we got overheated. So we decided to poke some holes in our hats, and it kind of became a thing, and we have vented hats. It's wonderful when you walk inside from the outdoors because it feels like a peppermint patty commercial is being filmed on your head. There's a whoosh of air. They're about twice, if not more, cool than a regular top hat, especially in the desert, like here in Phoenix, Arizona, or up in Las Vegas, or even out in Los Angeles.
They work great.
They work great for steampunk clothes, and they look super cool.
They look super cool.
They do look super cool. How long? I see that you hand paint some of them.
Yes.
Let's start with just the basic ones. How long does it take you just to vent them, and then how long does it take you to paint a hat?
Well, first I hand create all of the vents, so I cut everything by hand. I don't use a laser cutter. So it takes a few days to actually make a hat and let the leather or the glue or the paint or whatever it is dry in between. Plus there's also the design phase, and then there's finally my favorite part, hitting it with a hammer. Rivets are my best friend these days, and I just have so much fun doing it.
And where do you get inspiration for your designs? Because I see that it's not just, it's not the holes. You've got circles, you've got squares, you've got stars, you've got all kinds of shapes. Where do you get the inspiration for it?
Well, I figure I have an art degree, so I might as well just use it and throw it at everything that I do. So I was working with circles at first because circles are kind of easy. Then I said, why don't I do a square? And over the course of the last year or two, I just kind of went crazy with the designs and said, hey, I can cut stars now, I can cut suns now, I can cut pumpkins for one of the other vendors, I can do the pith helmets.
Yeah, and so we follow the shape of the pith helmet and get a little more tooling in here, and follow the shape of the individual vents so that you get a nice aesthetic look, but it still performs the job and keeps your hat nice and cool.
And you don't just do pre-done ones, you also do custom work for people. If they got a hat, you'll vent it for them?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
What's your funniest story when it comes to someone bringing in, if you can tell it, bringing in a hat?
So, 2004 Wild Wild West Con, there was a very nice German man who came in every morning for 3 mornings with a different hat for me to vent. The first morning he came in, got his hat vented, wore it out, was happy, just thrilled, kept checking back in with me every day. The next day he went and bought another hat, brought it back, wore it out. It's fantastic. The third day he said, I have a new hat, would you vent it? And can I sit here and watch you do it? And I said, absolutely. So we did that. And then the second funniest story is there were 2 German guys, apparently I'm big in Germany, hi Germany, that came in, and they had been looking on Etsy and on Facebook and found my stuff there and said, do we know you? Are you famous? And I said, well, no, but I have an Etsy shop and I'm on Facebook. And they said, oh, we know you from the internet. It made my weekend. It was the best feeling ever. So
A moment of stardom is just kind of fun.
Exactly.
And I have to point this out. He has got this amazing sword on that he's designed and made himself. Now, did you make the blade yourself?
No.
Is that custom?
No, I had it custom made for me by an artisan who makes sword blades for lightsabers, Ripper Sabers, on Facebook. And he made the sword blade for me, and then I did everything else. I took apart a basket-hilted broadsword, the cheap ones that you buy for cosplay, and I custom made everything else. And so the LED that are used for lightsabers is inside, and then power actually flows through the cable and into the box. And that's where the power supply and a small Arduino to give it some custom look. And this is the type of stuff I like to do. I like to take a little bit of high technology and put it in steampunk and make it really pop.
Because I think I've seen you before with a scepter that you carry around that's lighted as well.
I have a steampunk staff, or a steampunk cane that I have as well, that was in Professor Elemental's video as well.
Which video? Do you remember which one that was?
I'm in the Don't Feed the Trolls, I think it is. Yep.
Awesome. And where can people, since you've mentioned Etsy and online, where can people find you online in case they want to order one of these fabulous hats?
They can find me on Etsy at S.A. Holt Artist 1, or they can find me on Facebook at S.A. Holt Artist.
Awesome. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You guys keep enjoying Comic-Con. We will be back tomorrow for the final day of 2015's Comic-Con. Till then, have a good night.
Thank you.